Hello, welcome dear viewers and learners. I am Tutor Simi, your online chemistry tutor. Today we'll be learning particulate nature of matter. Particulate nature of matter. As we all know, the matter is anything that has weight and occupies space. Now this matter is made up of discrete particles that are atoms, molecules, and ions. These are the discrete particles matter is being made up of. Now we'll be looking at what atoms are, molecules, and ions. This is the basics to learn how to write chemical compounds. Let's get started. What is an atom? An atom is the smallest part of an element that can take part in a chemical reaction. An example of atom is sodium. Sodium is an atom. Oxygen is an atom. Hydrogen is an atom. These are atoms, smallest particle or smallest part of an element. Molecules. Molecules are smallest part of a substance. They retain the chemical properties and they are made up of two or more atoms. Molecules are made up of two or more atoms. For example, we'll say oxygen. This is a molecule of oxygen. This is just one molecule of oxygen and it is made up of two atoms of the oxygen. It is made up of two atoms of oxygen. This is just one molecule of oxygen, but it is made up of two atoms of oxygen. Remember we said molecules are made up of atoms. They are made up of atoms. Another example of molecule is chlorine. This is one molecule of chlorine and it is made up of two atoms of chlorine. Hydrogen. This is one molecule of hydrogen and it is made up of two atoms of hydrogen. We have one molecule of water. This is one molecule of water. It is made up of two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. These are molecules, one molecules. But in cases where you have something like this, let's say two oxygen. You say this is two molecules. Looking at the number at the front, this is two molecules of oxygen, but it has how many atoms? Four atoms of oxygen. These two molecules of oxygen contains four atoms. Just say 2 times 2. It means you have two different atoms of oxygen. Do we understand this now? Yes. So this is different between atom, smallest parts of an element. Molecules, they are made up of atoms. They are made up of atoms. So we can have a diatomic element. Diatomic means it has two atoms of an element. This one molecule of oxygen contains two atoms of oxygen. This means oxygen is diatomic. Diatomic. Do we understand that? We can also have monoatomic. Mono means one. An example of monoatomic is helium. They are usually one atoms of the elements. They are monoatomic. They are monoatomic elements. How we know the difference between atom and molecules? Let's move on to learn ions. What are ions? Ions is an atom or group of atoms that carries charge. Any element or any atom of an element that carries either positive or negative charge, you call them ions. Now, if they are grouped of atoms, you call them radicals. When they are grouped, more than one atom, you call them radicals. And now this ion, they are grouped into two. We classify them as cations. Cations are those that have positive charge. An example is sodium. Sodium plus calcium 2 plus. These are cations. Atom of an element that carries positive charge is called cation, while atoms of an element that carries negative charge, they are called anions. For example, chlorine is an anion. This is an anion. This is an anion. Now, when there are a group of atoms, we call them radicals. We call them radicals. So we have radicals that are cations, that is, they have positive charge. An example is ammonium, NH4 plus. This is a radical. Remember we said radical is any atom, is a group of atoms that carry charge. It's a radical and is a cation because it has positive electric charge. While anions, we have chlorine. Chlorine is an example. Also we have oxygen. Oxygen also is an example of an ion. It carries 2 minus. It carries a negative charge, negative electric charge. An example of radicals that are anions, we have SO4 2 minus. We have CO3 2 minus. These are radicals, group of atoms, but they carry charge, they carry negative charge, so they are called the anions. I hope you've been able to distinguish between atoms, molecules, and ions. In our next video, we'll move on to how you can write names of compounds. If you want to learn more about chemistry, send me a DM on the number showing on the screen. Let's get started. See you in class.